Well, hello again. This is Mike Van Doozy with the Hopeful Headlines, and today we're going to talk about being yourself. Now, there's a lot of you out there that are just totally comfortable with it, and that's cool. Sometimes those are the most happiest people out there. And a lot of other people just kind of fit in this mold or try to fit in a mold and try to blend in with everyone else. And society just has us doing that. It's a lot of us wake up, clock in like everyone else. We wear the same uniform. We take the break at the same time. We take a lunch break. We go back to work. We clock out. We have to pick up the kids. Everybody's on the PTA or doing this, and you may not enjoy doing it, but you're doing it just because other people are doing it. Some people are quite all right with that. That's fine. I'm one of those people who I have to be different. And that got me thinking because I had a comment yesterday about somebody watches my hydroponics video, this channel I have on YouTube, Keep On Growing. And he said, I admire you. I love the hydroponics and I came here for the hydroponics, so I'm not into this podcast. And I said, that's quite all right. I made the first 2 episodes explaining why and what I'm doing and why I'm doing it, so that I could refer people back. But instead of referring them back, I found myself explaining myself again. So I got to get in that habit. But I told them, that's totally fine. And I want all of you to know this too, that I'm not begging anybody to listen. This is just there to help people. It's to put good out into the world. It's so that maybe it's just me, that I see so much bad and hear bad all the time, that I just want to do my part. And maybe it's just making me feel better about the bad stuff in the world is that at the end of the day, I did my part. And the reason why I have it over here on Keep On Growing too is just that this is another part of me. This is part of the whole be you thing. I've got a little sign that says be beautiful, right? Be beautiful. And whether people know this or not, gardening is just a small part of what I do. And I put it out and it helps people and I enjoy it, so I do a lot of it. The problem with all of social media is that they want to put everyone in a box. It's not so much the platforms itself, it's just that's what works. If you do hydroponics, and I keep putting hydroponics videos out, then that platform knows who to show you to next. And then your channel grows. And that's what everyone, who starts on YouTube wants to do. Now, unfortunately, if they do that and then they get tired of it, which is why you get creator burnout. You hear this thing like people who make videos on YouTube are called creators, or Facebook or Instagram or whatever. We're all called influencers or creators. And you always hear about burnout. It's because they do the same thing over and over and over. And is it because they want to? No, it's because they're trying to fit a mold. They're trying to fit this mold that all the gurus out there are trying to teach people. If you want to succeed, this is what you have to do, A, B, C, D. And everybody goes A, B, C, D. They all try to make the same looking thumbnails. And you're probably starting to recognize it. When you go in the grocery store and you walk in and they greet you and everybody's greeting you the same way. Then when you come up to the cashier, it's the same thing as, how are you today? I'm fine. Did you find everything all right? Yes, it did. Was there anything else we could do for you? No, I'm fine. Paper or plastic? And, first couple times you're like, okay, they're being friendly. They're asking me a lot of questions. And then after the 100th time, it gets a little old. And everybody's doing the same thing. And it's not to be friendly. It's just that they're all trying to fit this mold. Now, YouTube's the same way. And everybody does A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D. And me, I want to do QRSTUV, something different. So everyone's on YouTube trying to fit the same mold, and you guys have probably noticed it if you've watched for any length of time. It's all like, subscribe, hit that bell, watch the whole thing through, watch my whole video. If you want to help me out, it would really help if you did this or did that. And they're all doing the same thing. And everyone becomes vanilla. And then they all work themselves into the ground trying to be the best flavor of vanilla. Me, I got to be Rocky Road or Tutti Frutti, something like that. I've been putting out hydroponics videos for 5 years. I'm still going to do that because it helps people. We're on a mission. We want to teach the world how to feed itself, but that doesn't mean that I want to spend every waking minute doing it. And all of you out there that are doing different things, you might want to share something, but, you may crochet, but is that your life? Is that all you do? We're multi-dimensional creatures. We do several different things. And with us trying to box ourselves in and make content around one thing just so that we can get more viewers and more subscribers, we've made different channels. And this is what I've done. I'm guilty of this. I've got a channel with cooking. I've got a channel with the Steampunk. If you've seen my hydroponics videos, I've got Steampunk behind me. What gardener out there would put Steampunk behind them? Any gardener who's going to make a set and do videos is going to put plants behind them, right? But I've got Steampunk behind me because I don't care. If you're coming here to learn about hydroponics, I'm going to give you the information. And if you're so whiny that I'm not like everybody else, that's fine. You can go listen to other people, but you're going to miss out on, some useful information. There's probably other people saying the same things I am, but I think that I do things a little bit different, so hopefully I can help people. And, you're just going to have to live with me being me. And that's the whole thing. I think that a lot of people out there too fall into this thing of just trying to fit into a mold and trying to be what everyone else perceives us as we should be. And there's no rules. These are fake, made up rules, and they cause a lot of people out there to be unhappy. And I just can't do it. Anything that somebody says, we have to do it this way, there's something deep down in my soul, and I can't stop. It just makes me say, maybe we can do it another way. Why can't we do it another way? And still come out with the same result and still be happy in that. And so I always try to explore all those different ideas. A lot of times they don't work. But at the end of the day, when I look back on life, I'm not going to regret not trying. I'm not going to, I'm going to look back at all the different things that I tried and they all didn't work, but it was fun doing it and it was fun being different. And that's what this whole podcast is. I'm putting it over here. Anyone in YouTube land, anyone that tries to help people or gives lessons or wants you to pay for a lesson will tell you this is stupid. Don't do it. You have to pick a niche and just stick to it. Stay in your lane, stay in your lane. I'm just not going to do it. I'm going to give useful information. And I told people, you're not going to mistake one of these podcasts for a gardening video. If you don't want to hear the Hopeful Headlines podcast, when you see that notification pop up, just ignore it and go about your life and be happy. If you just want hydroponics, you're going to see cheap and easy hydroponics or something that has to do with a plant or a thumbnail that looks like a plant. And the Hopeful Headlines is always going to be a little inspirational beach or landscape or something. They'll say the Hopeful Headlines and there will be no mistaking. If you click on these by accident, there's something wrong. So yeah, we're not begging anybody. And I want all of you guys to take this as an example. Even if you try to be yourself, you're going to get beat up now and then. And it's quite all right, because as you go through life, you're going to find it's going to be a whole lot happier, and you're not going to look back on your life with regret, which is a really bad thing. So thank you guys. Like I said, we've been doing this about 1 week. We're on almost every other podcasting platform. It's on Apple, Spotify, iHeart Music, just anyone you can think of. It's out there. So it's very cool. We're already getting uploads and I'm excited about it. So hopefully we'll get out there, make people feel better. Y'all are making me feel better. And we've got lots and lots planned this year. And I can't wait to take you guys along for the ride. All righty. You guys have an awesome day. This is Mike Van Duzy with the Hopeful Headlines. I'll catch you later.